That's sad.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
Welcome to
We
the
still
show,
good on
YouTube.
Periscope.
And Periscope. This is the other morning show. I'm True Powers Mind.
I'm Dimebag Darley.
And welcome. This is what we do.
Yep.
Hopefully you're in frame. Scoot over.
I'm in there. I'm gonna put your Thor in there too.
For our Nordic viewers, browsers, we pander to YouTube.
That's right.
You
we just want people to watch the show.
That's what it's all about.
Heck yeah.
You know.
What's today? December the 16th, 2017.
Year of our Lord. Year of our Lord.
So
the sun is up and rising. The weather is great. The air is refreshing.
Hope it don't burn up the fucking camera.
No, oh man, like it did that one day. Well, I think it's cool enough out here.
Yeah.
Oh man,
day,
we forgot.
Fucking camera overheated. What? We forget.
Well, should have had like a piece of cardboard or something behind there to keep the sun off of it.
Yeah. Maybe I should just give me a pair of shades like you were. Maybe that'd be good. She'll put that old ball cap on with the bib.
Oh my gosh. You know, I was just checking out the news today, you know, late last night as well. I've been sick. I had the flu. Actually had to use some stuff with alcohol in it. And
sweat it out.
Oh man, I sweated it out.
You know, that shit work better because that NyQuil, all it do is just pretty much get you a buzz. It don't treat or help you relieve no symptoms.
It don't.
You know?
Unless you're an alcoholic or something, then NyQuil is like drinking water. But
right.
You know, for a guy who doesn't, you know, do drugs or nothing like that, it was pretty intense.
Right.
But you know, I just want to go on the record and say, you know, I don't. It sounds like a jet.
Probably is.
Pretty
Who
powerful
cares?
one too. But anyhow, I don't believe in.
Oh, fucking train! You know, that's how it is when you live out in rural America.
But you know what? That sounds like an earthquake too. That was a great timing because you'll hear when an earthquake really happens, it's gonna sound just like the rumble that you hear right now. That's crazy.
I remember one day I was down the street over the Fountain City.
Yeah.
And the train was going through, and there was a fucking oil tanker.
Right.
It had nothing but flammable signs on the tanks.
Oh man.
Just driving through, I'm like, if that motherfucker explodes, this little town is fucked.
Oh yeah.
Right in the middle, and people, you got to understand. You can hear this train in the background. This train runs it's running through the heart of this fucking town, right in the middle of it.
And you know, just think if they had, you know, because nuclear material has broken certain trains. You know, some sort of accident.
Because I sat there and counted the carts, you know, and just looking at them, and every last one of them, besides the engines, the engine carts, all had flammable signs on the cars. I don't know if they was empty or full, but it had that flammable sign up there, so it probably had something in there. Because normally, if they empty, don't have nothing.
Yeah,
on
they're
their
just
little
turning black.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's the whole thing, man. Is
right in the middle of the town. Think about all the kids that live in this town.
They don't care. They're thinking about all the profits they're making each of those little fucking tankers.
Right.
You know, don't get twisted. You know, you better watch your P's and Q's. But big corporations can put you in danger to make a buck.
They will. They will put your ass in danger. You're a fucking peasant.
Oh, to the fullest.
You know, so.
Now, we'll give you that propaganda. Make you think you're privileges or something, but, you know, let's get it straight, guys and gals. We don't have rights. We only have privileges. And the reason why I say we only have privileges is because look what the Patriot Act was able to do to your so-called rights.
Right.
All right.
The Fourth Amendment is pretty much stripped, burnt naked.
You know, and the Second Amendment right in certain areas, certain states is honored. But, you know, you go to the city of Chicago and open carry there, and you tell me about your Second Amendment rights.
Shit, open carry where we at
or in
right
New York
now.
City.
You go get your motherfucking ass smoked.
True.
You know, shit. Unless you one of these fucking clowns around here, then you'll be okay.
Oh well, yeah, that's Leroy. That's Billy Bob's boy. He's okay. You know, he went to down there to the church and everything. The bells tolled
the
for
cops
him.
Would be here if we was displaying fucking AR-15s right here.
Oh man,
shit.
You know, and that's just. You know, things are getting so crazy so fast, man. This thing is accelerating to such a degree that when it finally does snap, when the bubble really does pop, and I'm not talking about the Bitcoin bubble, I'm talking about the social bubble. It's going to be bad news, man. This is going to be a drastic, revolutionary ending to a revolutionary ideal and concept.
Yep.
You know,
because all they're gonna do is just come up, you know, a couple of bulldozers behind a few of them Abrams A1.
Hell, they had that bulldozer attached for the Abrams.
Yeah.
With the spikes on it. Crush.
And then there'll be a truck behind them, and they'll be just throwing the bodies in that motherfucker. You know.
Or flamethrowers, just bam, bam,
you know, roast these motherfuckers on site and have a bunch of people come through with some blowers and just blow the dust. And that's how that shit'll be, because so many stupid motherfuckers out there. You know.
Look. How many years has America, Western culture in general, had to get this dignity of humanity thing right?
Right.
What I mean is stop the hate, stop the false flags, stop the propaganda.
Well, they create motherfuckers to be, you know.
Yeah, some of these guys are like straight up paid agents.
Yeah.
You know, okay, Pookie, here's some money. Now you go out there and terrorize the community.
Yeah.
And then I can go ahead and get my boys in blue to police it harder. And then I'll get my, you know, like underworld types to go in there and create the black market.
Right.
So this motherfucker's controlling all the variables. And the only people out of the know are good, decent people who have no clue about the know.
Right.
You know, so that's where we're at. You've been warned. You know, if there are watchers out there, I'm sure they're reporting back and letting everything know that, you know what, the fruit's ready, the tree has blossomed, and it's about time to harvest.
And don't get it twisted, people. This plan to make the majority of American citizens dumb as a box of rocks has been in effect for over 50 years.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't just something they thought of yesterday and implemented.
No, this has been going on.
This been going on. It takes a while, you know, to brainwash generations of people. But as the generations keep on getting created, the easier they are, because they're already stupid and they're born to stupid fucking parents. They can't even fucking critically think, and that's how you get them.
Or even think, you know, some people lose, you know, some people critically think, I think, to a point. And when they reach the ultimate conclusion that, okay, everything's rigged, everything's kind of against me, I have no hope. They lose that thing right there, I have no hope. And you're absolutely right. At that point, they stop critical thinking, and then they're just on.
Well, you got to get them while they're young. You got to get them while they're young, because if you once a child is at a certain age, you know, that reason kicks in. You got to get them before they can able to reach that reason, because if you don't, you know, you're fucked. You know, you lose numbers like that. But if your parents is fucking propagandized, you're going to be propagandized from the time you come out of that womb. So they already got that kid, you know. But if, you know, most critical thinkers and, you know, people of intelligence, they don't reproduce on the level that the stupid people do.
No.
You know, it's a lot of dumb people out here, you know. And I'm not saying they dumb because they don't know shit. There's some people out here who know, but you can teach a stupid person to do anything. A lot of people that got these good jobs can't, you know, they were just trained to do this. You know, you can't sit there and have a intellectual conversation with these people because they have no clue. You know, just because they work in some fucking law firm or blase, you know, don't think these people are some more intelligent than the next person who's just walking down the street smoking a cigarette, drinking a 40 ounce.
Well,
because you'll be surprised.
Some of those 40 ounce drinkers used to be scientists or fucking, you know, corporate American type, but, you know, once again, they lost hope, and then they end up on the dope. But, you know, the bottom line is, guys and gals, either you're going to choose to live free, or by default, you're going to be living in slavery. Now, living free ain't easy.
Nope.
You know,
it takes sacrifice. Nobody's willing to sacrifice any goddamn thing, not even for their own offspring.
No, or themselves, because of the fact that what happens is you sacrifice, and what you're sacrificing to doesn't pay off.
Right.
Not only did you lose out on your potential or whatever, but what you actually had in your hands is gone. So that's where we're at. So what needs to happen now, time for sacrifice, you know, I want to say is kind of over. There's no need to sacrifice. If you're sacrificing now, you're doing it for vanity and ego stroking.
Right.
All right. What needs to happen is we need to get into the mode of action. All right. This automated thing. A lot of people
look at net neutrality.
Well, there's nothing to look at no more. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know, we try to warn people. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right?
You can thank your boy Obama for that one.
Well, and then
that was his guy.
You can think of the cleanup batter, Trump.
Right.
The BAM. You know,
cleanup. You know, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, let me put things in perspective of how this stuff happened. When Obama was president, he put that pie guy in there. So when he left office,
he should have left with him.
And they can go in there and take, because the vote went down party lines and he broke the split. He the one broke the vote. You know, he did. That was already in motion. You know, Obama probably got paid.
Oh, there ain't no probably to it.
You know, putting that guy in there. You know.
And you know, we need to check his stock portfolio. If he has stock in
Comcast and Verizon, you know,
Veracast,
they don't want people like, you know, little companies like Netflix and all that stuff streaming like that. That played a big role in that pie guy being put in there. Because now you ain't got to buy it. You ain't have to buy it as long as you had internet. Why buy Comcast TV? That cable. You can just watch Netflix.
So you don't understand how this is affecting the political landscape. Because Comcast has paid good money to buy off politicians, and now that they don't have that money to buy off that politician, heaven knows the people's voice might actually be heard. And that's unacceptable.
You know, people like us, they're gonna make sure that our message don't get out.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, okay, let's turn on Diamondback TV, and this is the loaded.
You gonna see that arrow going in a certain
buffering, and you go and get lunch, come back, 20%.
Yeah.
You know.
And Obama on fucking yachts taking selfies and shit.
Man, I saw he was on a yacht with that white boy, and the white boy had him by the throat, you know, like pretending like, you know, maybe he was really choking him out, but, you know, and Obama like, I'm thinking.
He wasn't choking him out. He like, yeah, let's pose for this camera. Obama like, yeah, when I get off this yacht, I'll make sure that check is clear. That check is clear. Yes, sir.
Only thing I kept on thinking about is Larry Sinclair. You know, it's like...
Oh, it probably was some funny shit going on.
You know it was. You know what I mean? They're on the boat. What do you find on boats? Seamen.
Scream all you want. Nobody's going to be able to hear you.
And the fish don't give a damn.
Nope.
You know?
But unless you go overboard, then find out how quick that shit changes. Situations get real.
You know, and the real situation...
Drunk people can't swim.
Not very well. And they can't really float because that alcohol in the belly just sends them right down to the bottom.
It ain't even that, man. When you fucking drunk, you don't want to fuck around in no water. Not like that anyway. This ain't like playing in the jacuzzi.
No. You know, I mean, I'm kind of fortunate, you know. Perhaps I'm a little square, but, you know, I've never really been drunk in my life. You know, I've been tipsy or buzzed. You know, I had a couple of drinks every once in a while.
Oh, this dude got jokes this morning. I feel you, man. I feel you.
See, that's why I can't bullshit you people. You know, you've been there with me. You're like, he ain't never been drunk. And I could have pulled the shit out of me. Yeah, you know what? This world's twisted, man. You know, you think it's full of colors, but it's really just black and white. It's real or it's not. You know, and I want to talk about what's going on at CERN and relate it to what's going on in our human psyche. All right. Now, if we can all say yes, there's different dimensions to this whole thing we call the universe, then that's going to stimulate this conversation to move forward. But if you can't get past that hurdle, the rest of what I'm about ready to say here will make absolutely no sense to you.
Well, we just lost about 80% of our 2 viewers.
So we still got .5.
Oh, man. So,
well, let me speak to that 0.5%.
Got like a half a person, maybe like 1/3 of a person.
Well, fuck, the Constitution said 3/5 of a man. Certainly, we can break it down on the other morning show. You know.
Now you got 7 days. Come on. Are you fucking with us?
We have the ability now to open up micro portals, reach in and pull things out, elements or energy or whatnot. Well, if we're doing that on a dimensional level and we're pulling out things, how do we know what we're pulling into this realm or existence or 3D model is going to be for our benefit? You know, maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason why we're all in our own little cells here. So it's like we're on some sort of cosmic supermax, all right? And we're in there for parking tickets, okay? And the guy next to us is in there for some hideous shit. But we chiseled away to open up a little, like, glory hole in the wall. Right. So what happens with glory holes in the wall?
God. I can see where this is going now.
Well, that's what they're doing at CERN, guys. CERN's one big glory hole on this mud ball.
Oh,
and I'm telling you, the thing that's going to come through and squirt on your face isn't going to be what you expect.
It's too early for that, man. Let's talk about Alabama, man. Let's talk about Alabama.
Oh, sweet home Alabama. You know, Leonard Skinner's probably down there fucking just jizzing on his guitar.
That Doug, what's his name? Doug Jones. That was his name. That beat Roy Moore.
Yeah.
You know what it was about? I think it was like 1%.
It was the black vote that did it.
Yeah.
You know, still showing that the black people are actually relevant still, politically speaking.
No, that they still fucking stupid, just give their fucking vote away. Let's just be honest about it, man. Yeah. If you black and you live in Alabama, you literally just voted for a Republican. I mean, I don't understand why you people don't get it. The Democratic Party has not done shit for you, and you get nothing in return.
But why would it do anything for them?
Why not? Why? You're right. You're absolutely right. Why do something for black people when they're gonna overwhelmingly vote for you? Ain't for nothing.
Yeah,
you know,
I can smack you around,
piss on you, kick in your ass.
You're just gonna vote even harder. Oh, let's really get out to the polls.
Right. Then there's one black woman sitting behind Doug Jones. Yeah, you ought to be ashamed of your goddamn self. Somebody should have. That's what that dude from Apollo should have came out, Sandman and Booty, with a fucking cane and yanked their ass up out of there. You fucking moron. What the fuck is wrong with y'all people? The Democratic Party does nothing for black people, especially the descendants of slaves.
Well, that's because the descendant of the master is who, you know, basically started the Republican and Democrat Party. So at the end of the day, when they're at their family reunion, Bob, you know, I saw what you did with affirmative action.
It's some kind of worm thing going on down there too, especially with black folks down there in Alabama too. I can't think of the name of it.
What, fluke worms?
I don't know. It's some kind of worm thing that hadn't been around for decades and now it's back.
Oh, it's like in their intestines.
I heard Yvette Cornell talking about it. I was watching one of her videos.
So what does the worm do?
It's not good, put it this way. It's so fucking early, you know.
So in other words, if you're in Alabama
and you black, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, you need to post in the comments below.
Fucking vote for Doug Jones.
What these worms do. Because, you know, it might put it into the homosexual activity. If you stick your dick in some motherfucker's ass,
they were better off.
Worm comes out.
They were
alien.
Fucking black people in Alabama was better off just voting for Roy Moore.
I don't even know Roy Moore's policies.
The same as Doug Jones. Except Roy Moore liked to fund you know, underage women when he was younger. That's the only fucking difference. Doug Jones is going to follow the same fucking part.
Jones' defense, you know,
he ain't got no fucking defense. It's a corporate board, you know, and black people in Alabama should be ashamed of themselves for fucking voting for this dude. You're not going to get anything for your fucking vote. You're still going to be fucking poor, you know. You're still going to be living paycheck to paycheck, working 50, 60 fucking hours a week, and still can't make ends meet.
But that's the American dream.
Man, this ain't no fucking dream. It's a goddamn nightmare. The only people in this country living the American dream is the top 10 to 1%. Everybody else is fucking one paycheck or a sickness away from losing every little crap that they have. You might think you cool, you got 2 cars, or I got a little motorcycle or a little 4-wheeler, or blase, blase, blase. Get sick.
Yeah, get that cancer, it's a wrap.
Get sick.
You know, I mean, a lot of people don't get it that what we're talking about here isn't a handout.
Let your mama get sick or your daddy get sick.
Well, I think a lot of people are just prepared to, slap an insurance policy on them, ride that shit out. And
you ain't gonna be able to get no insurance policy on your.
Yeah.
If they ain't got one now, before they got sick, they get sick. They definitely ain't getting one.
We can't help you. You gotta go probation route.
And they finna cut Medicare and Social Security and all that shit. Oh man, please.
And you know the reason why? Is because you poor people are underneath the delusion that you're not as poor or you're not as in trouble as you really are.
We all in trouble.
They want to bring this to the forefront. And when they squeeze and they press, and you see the rich just really getting fucking light years of tech advancement, and you're sitting here with damn near a rotary phone or hey, just yelling.
You know why they got fuck? Wait until the motherfucking predator when you walk outside your backyard, you cutting grass and a fucking predator drone right there just watching what the fuck you're doing.
Or just wait until you really got to go to your work and okay, you ready to get the chip? If you don't get the chip, you can't work here.
Yep. So you better learn to grow your own food. You're gonna starve.
No, they're gonna starve because they won't be able to afford the GMO seeds. So
you better. I'm telling you. Get non-GMO seeds now. You buy that shit in bulks. You store that shit.
I almost hate to say it.
And then you learn how to harvest. Go get you a book. Because you start looking at this shit on the video, that net neutrality going to kick in and it's going to start buffering. You go get you some books on how to preserve your seeds and how to harvest your seeds. Because if not, your ass going to fucking starve.
Well, I think...
Period.
I think there might be a mercy.
Ain't gonna be it ain't been no mercy on this fucking mud ball
in a minute
since human evolved.
But I'm saying when they start lobbing them nukes everywhere, that's their ideal of mercy. They'll just, because you can't just blast everyone or expect people to be in some sort of camp situation without escaping. So you just blow them up and then pick off the scragglers with robots.
I just fly a fucking plane and put some shit in the air and motherfuckers just be dropping. Boom, boom, be like, God, I'm up, well, I'm going too,
Welcome to the.
Go back a few videos and watch the video he did with the gas mask and stuff.
Watch trying to give you the last minute. I don't even want to sound like some sort of theologian, but this is the last quarter here, and we're trying to give you the last play. The blitz is coming. Mm-hmm. Literally, a blitz is coming, like you would never believe, and it's going to be a digital, real blitz, and you're not going to be ready. You're not going to be ready. Let me get to my house. No, you ain't going to have opportunity to get to your house. It's over. It's done. And if you're not prepared at that very moment, man, and even if you are prepared, it's going to be such a rough slag. Like I said, a lot of people are going to just wilt and willingly go down there to the train station, jump on the train, sit there and shit their pants, and then be fried. Some people will try to fight, but like he said, the drones, the biological drones, and then the fucking drones with guns wipe them out. Mm-hmm. And then you'll have the panderers, the sycophants. Please, let me be a goon. They'll be used until they're
Give them an iPhone, too.
Well, you heard about, speaking of iPhones and cell phones in general, you heard what they said in California. They finally gave a actual warning saying that you should never carry a cell phone in your pocket. And when you're sleeping with it, it should be at least an arm length away. Because of the radiation coming from these devices, people, those things are fucking, they're frying your eggs if you're a chick.
Uncle
up your
Joe, Uncle Joe, was fine 2 days ago. Now he's got a fucking brain tumor and it's fucking very aggressive, and the hospital can't do shit about it.
No.
Because it's already at stage 3 or 4.
But, Uncle Joe had that Facebook. This was me on the river with my fish. This is me and all this. And you know what?
Or fucking Kelly got fucking cancer,
Mm-hmm. And I see a lot of chicks, they actually put the cell phone in their titty. You know what I mean? They'll have like, a candy bar, a cell phone, and some money.
A chicken wing.
Pork chop, a couple of donuts, what I mean? But that's maybe where the breast cancer is coming from, that and birth control pills. But,
that birth control pills, I think that, what is that, ovarian cancer or something? I think that has a lot to do with that. I could be wrong.
Well, that, and then all the glyphosate out here and Roundup products, you know. You don't want to see that little gnarly weed, so you just juice it. But while you're juicing it, because most of those agents, it does what they commonly refer to as
stress. Because if you're using cotton sanitary napkins, if you're a female, that shit's grown by GMO cotton. That shit has glyphosate in that shit, and you're putting that shit into your bloodstream.
Yeah, that's if they insert the tampon.
Yeah, just if it's cotton, period, it gets in your fucking skin, all that shit.
So what about
that shit's fucking in everything?
And they use the tampon
no,
up their ass.
It's in your clothes, all that shit. You know, the fabrics, you know, that they, you know, if it's got any kind of cotton in that fucking fabric, that shit's GMO cotton.
So what are you trying to say? People should go back to wearing disco fucking polyester
All
shit?
I'm saying is, don't take my word for it. Next time you go to the doctor, go fucking get a blood sample and ask them and tell them to test for whatever in your fucking blood. I guarantee you, if 10 people go, 9 of them's gonna have glyphosate in their blood.
Well, you know, you gotta also be careful. A lot of these doctors are on board with the program.
Well, yeah, because they getting kickback.
Hold on, now, what you talking about there, patient? Hold on. Okay, we got a live one. I think this one's awake. Okay, we'll give them this, and then they'll prescribe you some fucking random shit.
But I guarantee you, if you go to the doctor and tell them you want to get a blood sample done, you want them to check for glyphosate. If 10 people do that, 9 of them's gonna have glyphosate in their blood.
Oh yeah,
guarantee it. But don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself.
But you know what? I'm tired of asking these people to look up shit. You take my fucking word for the shit. Fuck it, don't look up shit. You just listen to me. I give you the fucking real deal, and you're okay. You know, you go back to your little lives and shit, and we're gonna do the research, and we'll bring it to you guys every week, every opportunity we get to do.
Man, it makes me wanna just. I see you always got all them fucking big ass swords and stuff. That ain't give me one of them Conan the Barbarian swords and just go cutting up motherfuckers bubbles, you know. When that motherfucker get heavy, I just whip out my Freddy claws or something, you know. Fuck yeah,
Get that shit a poppin'. Literally get this shit a poppin'. You know what kills me about the Bitcoin bubble? You know, that's like me and you opening up a little fucking stand over here. Alright, we're selling wood chips. Wood chips. You know, right now this wood chips is only worth $10 because that's what we put up. Then some sucker, oh, I'll give you 15. No, motherfucker, I'll give you 20. And then it goes on and on. Right? Well, the motherfucker that said, okay, I'll give you $1 million for this wood chip. And then he's like, okay, who's going to give me $1.5 million? And everyone's like, no. And then they're like, okay, fuck it, cash it in.
It's like an auction or something.
Yeah, and we're going to be like, well, you know, you gave us $1 million yesterday, but we already spent up $900,000. So here's your little fucking
yeah, we still in fucking debt.
Yeah. You know, welcome to the club. You know, so.
We owe $3 million, but we got $1 million of cash on hands. We're fucked.
Yeah.
You know. That's how it fucking be.
I wish all the actors, you know, that got butt fucked and all that would actually come out and say, you know what, we're gonna pool our money together. We're gonna, you know.
And that's when the money gonna be like, oh, this money's not worth nothing anymore. Back to the paper, you know, just gonna have bum fires every goddamn where, you know.
For those who have paper,
they're gonna find a way to turn into some toilet paper or something. That's all this shit gonna be good for, is to wipe your ass with it, because you ain't gonna be able to buy no bread.
No. But you know what? You'll be able to get one of these pigeons out here and pluck that motherfucker.
You know, you take the average human being, you know, somewhere, you know, they probably wouldn't even be able to point out a fucking wheat flour. They probably couldn't even identify.
They still wouldn't know the process of getting it from that little grain into flour.
They couldn't even identify the plant.
Right. They'll be fucking around getting some wheat thistle and shit. You know? Or milk thistle.
They wouldn't even be able to identify it.
Well, you know, a lot of things, you know, now that hunting season's coming to an end, you know, a lot of does have been sacked. And what I mean by does are the hunter's woman.
Yep.
And, you know, a lot of deers are being killed, but nearly not enough. You know, they're a nuisance. It's time for all of us to band together and start killing these things and eating them. They are. They're like rats in a high rise. They're just everywhere.
Man, all them little deer trying to do is get some pussy, and you got motherfuckers out there shooting at them and shit.
Yeah, and missing the damn deer. And missing it.
come on, man.
Think
about it. What if you was just, would you like if you trying to, woo the old lady to, do your thing and some motherfuckers shooting at you, you ain't gonna like that very much.
I thought you was about ready to hit me up with, how would you like this going down the highway and your car breaks down and you're trying to get some help and people just gun you down?
Oh, that happens for real.
So I think we can kind of empathize with the deer's plight. For real.
I mean, you can't, just like you say, you like what if you, like I'm saying, you finna be intimate or something with your partner, anybody out there. Next thing you know is Larry Joe, he up in the fucking tree stand.
And your partner, you look at them, they're just a silicone
shooting
down.
at your ass and shit. One of them sex robots.
Yeah. Come on, big boy. Come on, big.
And they just trying to it feel like, man, it's like getting to the point to where, it's like that. What I see is they trying to erase the thought of companionship
and sex and normal sex
in humans in general, just they're starting to develop to where people are content.
Well, they need to isolate the individual more.
Yeah, that's what they're
doing. So then
the
individual has to look to the mass entity, the hive mind.
So if you don't it's like what they're doing is, trying to erase the thought of the feeling of even companionship.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to completely erase
it.
Because if this person is alone, then we can convince them
of anything.
Of
anything. We are mom, we are father. We are lover, we are wife and husband. We're everything to it. And then you just can put a pair of sci-fi goggles and get some sort of fucking vacuum hose on your dick and balls, and you're sitting there virtual reality sex. But that shit's all well good for these clown fucks, but that ain't gonna work for me. I'm too old school. You need the juice.
That's the problem. That's exactly what they said. They know it like that. We need to just go ahead and get rid of them as much as we can.
I mean, what you just told me about Alabama, that fucks me up. I'm just thinking about some poor guy right now. He's finger fucking some chick and she has some fucking worm shit on her. And then he goes and fucking does this number. And fucking now worms are all in his fucking face.
I don't think it works like that, man. But I mean, it could probably I don't know. I wish I could remember what she was saying. Man,
that was a tapeworm.
If you go to Yvette Cornell channel, and I think it was.
What's her backstory? Is she married with children?
Oh, I don't know. I just one day I was one of the videos popped up. One of her videos popped up, and I liked it. What she was talking about. So I started watching her show and stuff, and I can't remember what was the fucking.
Is she a liberal or?
No, I just think she's more try to educate, black, especially black people, but whoever wants to,
to learn and be a part of it.
Yeah,
welcome.
Yeah, but she was talking about that. I think it was like the other day. It's probably one of our most recent videos. If you watch that video, she was talking about. She had brought it up before too, in a little time back in one of her videos. But that's how I learned about that worm thing down there in fucking Alabama. See, you ain't gonna hear that shit on fucking CNN or MSNBC. All you gonna hear is, oh, Trump, 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 Trump. Nobody gives a fuck about Trump. We already know he's a fucking idiot, and it's the Democratic Party fault that he's even the president.
Well, it's nobody's fault. The powers that be determine.
Right, but if I gotta play the dumb game.
Yeah. And give these motherfuckers a sense of empowerment.
So if you want to play the politics game, okay then. Well, let's play the politics game.
I'd rather just play Monopoly, instead of that stupid shit, because at least Monopoly, I have something tangible in my hand. But we're headed to fucking Busville. Now that I saw that net neutrality has become reality, there's nothing to make you think, or to make one think that the economic bubble that people have been talking about, Deutsche Bank's problem.
People should have been. If you had a Verizon phone, or or Comcast services or anything, y'all should have had that shit disconnected, effective immediately. People that got Verizon cell phones should have been throwing them motherfuckers at the store.
But they're not. They're gonna be like,
Fuck no.
Will you just cut me a deal if I bundle
Or
all
if you
this?
pay $10 and $15 extra, we won't slow it up as much. And then you got a bunch of super motherfuckers that'll do it.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you know that's another flossing agent. You know,
now you're literally now paying these motherfuckers to slow down your internet.
and you know
That they have no rights to do.
It's typical. You know, it's typical. This is not the fleecing of America, but the straight up brutalo.
The fleecing's been over
Yeah,
decades
this
ago.
is the butchering.
Motherfuckers
The
like
butchering
we
of
finna
it. They've already start cutting up chops and steaks and bacon. You know, some of you guys are gonna be hog mauled. Some of you gonna be pickled pig's feet. You know, crackling. Yeah, you know, and chitlin. You know, they're cutting this shit up. You know, the shit
all
jobs.
the cheese. Hey, what's going on?
Just waking up, drinking my coffee.
But folks, yeah, it's, you know, you ever been, you know, to a slaughterhouse or something? You know how they hang those racks.
Don't go, because you will never get the smell. Oh Jesus, you will never get the smell out of your nose. Slaughterhouse, gutting, the butchering process for real. You talk about the faint of heart. It's for a psychopathic.
Well, they probably got a machine in that motherfucker doing that shit.
You walk up from here to that aisle, you're gonna smell this smell. You smell it in those grocery stores, that old dead meat smell. Well, amplify that smell and throw a little skunk on top, just for good measure. And then you still need to go 50% more to what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is some harsh shit.
That's the smell of death.
Oh, straight up. Death, sorrow, despair. But it's so good with some A1 steak sauce. You know, it's so good.
With a hint of Tabasco.
Some paprika. You know, maybe a jalapeno or two. Yeah. You know. But look, I'm sorry, guys. You know, if I had it my way, nobody would eat animals. You know, we could be Cinderella up in this motherfucker.
No, wait, man, you gonna tell me? I mean,
but the reality is,
this
motherfucker right here was designed to put some fire and some meat on that motherfucker and cook. That's what this shit was designed to do. Now, I'm just doing what I do. That's why we could never have peace with the animals. If the animals became intelligent, we're like, dog, you know, your people been eating my people, literally consuming us. You know, I'm supposed to be cool with you.
And they care. They care about their offspring. You know, they have feelings.
You know, critters, and that's been scientifically proven. Yeah. Critters do have emotions, but you know what critters also have? They have fucking fat contents that just caramelizes so perfectly.
And make good soups too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Throw that motherfucker in a soup pot and put some gumbo in that motherfucker. It's on. But you know. Do I love animals? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I think we should eat them all to extinction? Fuck no. Because I want a steak tomorrow. You know, when's the last time you heard of a cow being on the endangered species list? Nope. And you never will, because people like us are dedicated to ensuring that farmer or rancher has what he or she needs, or in the case of a tranny, it needs to keep them cows from coming down.
I mean, if it's an independent little small family farmer, yeah, but these corporate farms, fuck no, that shit needs to go to the wayside, man.
Well, then what's going to happen with Burger King and McDonald's and Jack in the Box?
People don't need to eat that shit anyway. That ain't real cow.
Oh my God, what happened to the noise ordinances? Now that was just
that's only for you playing that
bass,
that hip hop stuff in your car.
You know, that little Tipper Gore shit.
You
know, I wish people, you know, speaking of research, I wish people actually research Al Gore. You know, he has not been a champion of freedom or fucking...
You can't be a champion of freedom if you're a corporate whore.
You really can't, because that's not profitable.
No. That's bad for business.
Absolutely.
You know, and a lot of these one of the goons out there for your ass, you know, snatch you up.
Well...
You know, motherfuckers don't just disappear for a reason.
No, they disappear for a reason.
That's right.
And, you know, hopefully there's a bunch of zeros behind it.
It most likely is.
Unless you're a politician. You know, I could roll up on you $500 and you make me a law that'll make me fucking trillions of dollars.
That's the sad part about it. These motherfuckers be whoring off for pennies on the fucking dollar, man. That's the bad thing about it. If you gonna fucking be a whore,
it almost makes you think that there's some sort of like fanatic about this ideology. Like they're just extremists in a politician's
I'm gonna
body.
fuck over the people, including people in my family.
It don't matter.
You know, for 15 grand.
It don't matter.
So
You know,
you
because
gotta be
I'm gonna have a
fucking kidding me.
legacy. You know, when people are thinking about the fucking scourging of this great nation, they're gonna be thinking about me. You know, and that's what it's all
The
about.
ravishing and the pillaging.
You know, I mean, look, guys. Once our military falls into disarray, it's over. You know, and
And
we
those,
got 4 battle groups in what? Yellow Sea, South China Sea. You know, that gets hammered.
And
The other
remember-
fleets get sunk. We're fucked.
when you see a lot of naval ships and stuff, Marines travel with the Navy.
Yeah.
So, just, you know, I just thought I would throw that out there.
And you know, when you notice that Christmas is empty, you know, where are all the soldiers gone? Well, the motherfucker, they're now on some little Club Med island. They're getting ready to be deployed. So
Sitting
you
in
know.
the middle of the Pacific.
I want to say, you know, good show, but we all know that this is a corporation orchestrated event.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I can no longer just be like, hey man, this is so beautiful, we're fighting for freedom, when I know that we're just fighting for fucking weights and measures. A pound of flesh.
And don't get it twisted. North Korea has trillions of dollars worth of untapped natural resources, minerals, all kind of stuff, coal, and they want that.
And we should want that too, because I need that new iPhone 12. You know what I'm saying? At a reasonable price. At a reasonable price. You know, so that's why we need the people, so they can be in their little suicide Apple factories.
You know, we don't
suicide
need that.
nets in the store.
I mean, we can still have that
stairwell.
stuff without destroying the environment.
But the union will never let us, not at a reasonable price. The union always gets in there and jacks up everybody.
We
You know,
don't need
everybody
none
got to
of-
make a livable
we
wage.
don't, we don't need none of that bullshit, man. There's so much technology out here, and as a whole, us American citizens don't even hold our government accountable. This so-called bullshit-ass government, you know, it's like I said before, man. You know, we need to embrace technology, the automation, all that stuff. We need to embrace that, but we also need to realize that we have to make this stuff work for everybody, not just a handful of people. You know, you shouldn't be spending, you know, the majority of your time fucking working in some bullshit ass, doing some bullshit ass fucking job where automation can do it. You should be able to use some of that time with your family, just all kinds of stuff, and still be able to live a comfortable life because the resources are here.
What?
The resources and the technology
what these humans are to do. We just can't
it's all
have
kind
people.
of. I mean, it'll still be fucking jobs, but we don't. Like I said before in the prior episode, we're wasting human potential by some kid over there fucking cooking fries. When you can get a machine to cook the fries, you know that kid could probably, you know, build something.
Yeah,
that
like
can
a
help,
meth lab.
like that can help humanity or something else. But you know, we don't need something. We don't need a kid or anybody. A motherfucker that's 40 years old shouldn't be fucking working in McDonald's cooking fries. It should be a machine doing that. That 40-year-old should be doing something else.
Yeah.
And he probably got the potential to do something else, but there's no resources for him to be able to do that because he's got to sit up here and cook fucking fries.
Just to make it eat a living.
He can no living. He's struggling. If you working at a fast food place, you're living paycheck to paycheck, or you fucked.
Right. And that's if you're barely going there.
You know,
now you can lick balls and maybe become a little shift manager or assistant manager or some shit like that.
That still ain't enough.
You know, but
it should be, but it's not. It could be. McDonald's make billions of dollars in profit a year.
But you know, a lot of those fast food hierarchies there, you're gonna find there's gonna be another sexual scandal when all these motherfuckers come out. You know,
next is gonna be Ronald McDonald on that motherfucker being accused of sexual assault of somebody.
Because I'm telling you, a lot of those girls.
Grimace,
or
the Hamburglar.
Oh, you know, Grimace is running trains on these bitches.
The fucking all the motherfuckers, they're gonna have a news conference. It's gonna be Ronald McDonald, all the motherfuckers up there.
And he gonna be like, you know, I was just clowning around.
Yes, all the motherfuckers gonna be up there. They gonna be a kid. They gonna be next.
And then
sexual harassment.
You know, Disney. Look at Disney. Disney is gonna be.
They just bought some of Fox entities.
But Disney is no joke. If you want to watch a movie, you're gonna be watching a Disney.
But bring your
product.
kids to one of our vacation resorts.
Oh, the bells toll there too. Ding ding.
Dumb bastards.
You know,
I've been there though. It was fun. It was fun. I appreciate being able to go.
I can never support Walt Disney because I know, just like I really can't support Henry Ford and his products because I know, I know what they were about. The origins of something is what it is.
And what they did to Tesla.
What did they do to Tesla, Nikola?
Probably fucked him over.
Oh, I thought you about to say fucked him in the ass. Edison came in with the first fucking reticulating dildo. Bend him over the desk.
And the bad thing about it is the blackballing continues today with further generations of Teslas.
Look, they do not want the last thing in this country, because once again, this country was.
If you don't know who Tesla is, or you know they make cars, but go research the background of Tesla.
He was this nutty fucker that actually wanted to give humanity free energy. That actually wanted to, instead of having all these atrocious fucking lines around this motherfucker, he wanted to broadcast energy like your wireless cell phone charger, but just for our homes and everything. Well, see, that ain't gonna work, guys.
Because Ameren needs to make a profit.
Yeah, we need these guys out here on these telephone lines getting zapped and shit. And, all this. How many squirrels died at the hands of Transformers?
I don't know. It look like the motherfuckers be doing pretty good on the wires and shit.
Shit, let that motherfucker fuck around Transformer one time too many, he'll get zapped the fuck up.
Well, that's how it is.
And that's not natural selection. Because there's nothing natural about a Transformer being suspended 20 feet in the air.
All that shit should be underground.
No, it shouldn't even be here. We should have cell phone towers broadcasting energies to our homes and devices.
Well, it should have solar panels and all kind of other stuff, geothermal.
You wouldn't even need any of that. You wouldn't need none of that. But we can't have that because that would make people free.
We gotta give tax breaks to the wealthy.
Yeah. Now,
if we don't if the wealthy pay their fair share.
It's like we're purposefully being left in the Stone Age while motherfuckers are going into Star Trek age.
Right.
So that's what it is, guys. You're on this fucking planet by design to be in a semi-impoverished state. You can try to fight it. You can try to work within it. But until it totally is eradicated, obliterated, comes in, and we can construct something that's equitable for everybody involved, man, it's a wrap. We can sit here and bitch and moan about how we're being abused, but at this point, it's almost like Stockholm Syndrome.
Because those Christmas credit card bills
will
be processed December 26th when everybody goes back to work. Them motherfuckers, that machine's gonna be cranking them out.
Yeah, machines don't celebrate holidays.
No.
And the sad thing about a machine don't have no animosity towards us.
And you better not be late on that bill because that's a $35 penalty.
You got that right.
I wonder how many people gonna rack up that penalty.
I think a few.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not because I don't believe in credit. I think credit's the worst ideal. If you're struggling
it's just another
for cash,
shackle, that old ball and chain,
And you're just adding more balls and more chain. And just to have some piece of fucking bullshit plastic, because normally people are going in debt for electronics or whatever, and it's not worth nothing. Now I can understand if you was buying gold with it, and then you sat on it, and then you sold the gold and make it a profit.
Start buying too much gold. They know who be buying that gold. You better knock that shit off. Become to snatch your ass up.
Well, in World War II, there was the precedent that people they came door to door and collected all that gold. Now, if you think those delivery people that took in all that gold didn't put some off to the side for themselves, you're a fool. I'm telling you.
No, I would at least try to.
Oh, there ain't no try. We're on that truck together. Yeah, I'm just from fucking Timbuk, Appalachia, and you're from Little Rock, Arkansas. Well, you know what? Let's get some.
And they sitting back, and the people in that generation, because the people that was collecting that stuff, they're old now.
Oh yeah.
But that generation lived long because the food was better.
Oh yeah.
So they're telling their daughter or their granddaughter, that one person, like, hey, go down and such and get that box out of there and take it home with you. That's yours. Don't tell nobody about it. They go down or wherever you tell them to go, they get that box. They go home, they open that motherfucker up, and it's just all kind of gold.
Like that scene off of Pulp Fiction when they open up the boxes.
And it ain't a real big box or nothing, It looks nothing out of the ordinary. You just go in there and get that shit. Probably about 10, 15, 20 pounds of gold. Man, some bitch. You know, all kind of shit. Rings, necklaces, bracelets.
Melt that shit down and make a mint. But, you know, like we're saying also, you know,
don't think them people don't got that shit. Don't think them people ain't got that shit, because they do.
They do.
You know, that generation, you know, they went through some tough times.
Oh yeah.
So
they used to make tomato soup with ketchup.
You know, so you know they ain't like fucking the baby boomer generation. They ain't like them.
No, they were the still in this generation.
The baby boomer generation is 1/3 of the problem. They did this. The baby boomer generation, they did this shit.
You know, how many people from World War II era is really alive today?
It's not many.
I mean, the ones that actually were shakers and movers. You know what I mean?
No, a lot of them probably. Yeah. There's probably a few still around. Like I said, the food was better. So, you know, they lived a little longer. They ain't have all this processed shit.
Well, I think David Rockefeller finally died 7 heart surgeries later.
You know, and the, you know, the fucked up part about it, look, I'm glad you said that, because look, you know, Dick Cheney got that fucking young ass fucking heart. He should have never been able to get that heart. That evil son of a bitch.
Well, it was just luck that that young man died right at the moment Dick needed, you know, another ticker. And he was such a good genetic match. You know, what's the mathematical probability of that occurring naturally?
I guarantee you that shit ain't gonna happen if it's your grandpa.
No. It's gonna happen if it was you.
No.
You know?
But Cheney got the resources, so it's like, hey Cheney, we got this 18-year-old heart, because this person over here died of kidney failure. But the heart is fine.
He was a state champion and all this, that, and the other. And the family don't get compensated because it's unethical to sell organs.
Bullshit, people.
But the doctor that put that motherfucker in gets paid.
Don't fucking donate your fucking organs. Get some fiscal compensation for that shit. You know, now if you want to donate it to a relative or something like that, yeah.
That's different.
But when you die, don't sign the back of that license saying to donate your fucking organs, because somebody's going to make a profit off of that. And if
you don't want to do it, you need to take a black Sharpie and X all that shit out and put void or something in that space, because they'll sign it for you.
Yeah, because if your offspring can't get no fiscal compensation for your organs, fuck them, because somebody is.
And as somebody who is the same person that probably are putting you in a state that you find yourself in.
Yep.
You know.
So don't do that shit. Fuck no, keep your shit. Your fucking lungs, keep them. Your fucking heart, keep it. Unless they willing to give your offspring, you know, some fiscal compensation. Because the doctor gonna get some fiscal compensation. The surgery team gonna get some fiscal compensation. The nurses gonna treat that person, gonna get some fiscal compensation, and overall the hospital that the whole thing was performed in is gonna get some fiscal compensation. And the only person that ain't gonna get no fiscal compensation, it's the donor and the donor's offspring. Now tell me how that's fair.
I mean, they should at least offer to bury the body. You know,
No, you better have some insurance, or the funeral home will be sending your ass a $5,000 fucking bill.
You know, it's sad, man. It's sad that in this day and age, we have become, or been allowed to be put in this debt bubble, this debt prison. You know, we don't need to build a debtor prison. Look around. It's already built for you. Your home, your land, your cars, your clothes, everything costs money. There is shit in your life that's free.
Nope.
Shit, nothing. So you better wake up and you better see. If you want to be free, first you have to be economically free.
Yep.
If you're not that, then whatever you're talking about is a bunch of beans and fucking ass.
Check your bank account. It'll tell you where you stand in society.
Oh, yeah. If you have no bank account, then you're not standing.
You have a bank account. I'm talking about the number that's in that
I'm talking about
account.
some fools don't even have a bank
I know.
account. And they ain't even standing. You know, they can operate by going down there to the Arab store and cashing their check.
Right.
You know, they can operate by, you know, going to Walmart and getting that green dot card and shit like that. You know, paying all that interest rates. You know, it's just a couple. Well, that's a couple of dollars that can be in your pocket. And every transaction, that's more money that you could have had, but you do not.
But they put your money on this card. We're gonna charge you to take out cash, and we're gonna charge you if you use the card.
Yeah. And you know,
Russell Simmons did that. too.
And look how much money he's making. He made so much money, he was able to molest this girl and pay her some money and get out of it.
Yep.
You know, look, once
But
again,
they all purge.
I'm going to say it once again. If you're wealthy and you worked hard to get all this wealth and shit,
You took some dick.
you took in dick right down the gullet, especially if you're singing and dancing. That's just what it is. If you're unwilling to do that, you're going to stick by your guns and your morality, then you're not going to be hurt. Your shit's going to end up in a flea market somewhere. People are going to be like, who the fuck is this guy?
You're going to be eating spam like the rest of us.
And then you'll try to get, you know, the dick, but then by then your youth is gone.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to stick dick in.
Right.
So, you know, that's what it is, people. Like Arnold from Different Strokes, Gary Coleman, you know, I saw in this video where he was talking, you know, and he was saying that he was at this party and they put him on this sit and spin and they spun him around. And basically, apparently the guys had their peckers out and his face was, you know, like how the Price is Right has that little ticker and just, well, wherever it stopped, he had to do the circus seal. So it's like, wow, it's fucked up.
I'm surprised you say, what you talking about, religious? Oh, man.
That would be a hell of a comedy skit. What you talking about?
That's the first thing that popped in my head when you brought his name up. I was just waiting to throw that out there. I wanted you to do. Oh, man. It's early.
It is. I mean, but this is after hours, man. You know, the morning show in the morning, and no birds have shitted on us. They been flying over. But apparently we're doing right.
That ray of that fireball up there has provided us some comfort this morning. You know, you can hear the neighbors over there doing their thing.
Everybody's living life, man. And this is what it's supposed to be about.
About a week away from Christmas.
Yes.
2 weeks away from that bill.
And also about, 3 weeks away from that party, the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
You know, I want you all people, you know.
I'm glad you brought that up, but go ahead and finish.
I just want everyone out there. Oh, first I want to give shouts out to Greg from Tampa, Florida.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg. $50 donation to the show.
That's P.O. Box 133,
DeSoto, Missouri
63020.
Thank you. And also, I want to thank Sarah from San Diego for your $100 donation. Thank you.
Yeah.
But you know, I think that this Christmas, you know, somebody out there that's listening, you know, I know there's two of you. You know, just one of you was to pull out your wallet and write a check for $10,000 and send her in.
Well, if you saying Soros, tell them to holler at a player.
Oh gosh, yes. You know, or even
they probably like these motherfuckers finna sell out.
No, because there's not enough money to make this guy sell out.
No, but we can use some of that Soros money.
Fuck yeah.
So if you know George Soros, he knows how to get in touch with me. Tell him to holler at a brother.
And I take some yelling money, you know, some Federal Reserve bucks, you know, interest free. You know, I never really have to pay back. Sort of like the Bureau of Indian Affairs loans.
We need some of that money so I can put some more intelligent people want to help out a few people too. So.
You know, I'm not gonna be like Nelly.
You get one of those. You know, that's how we do it here. So we gon'. But since you brought up I'm glad you brought up New Year's. You know, 2018 upon us.
It's gonna be calm and going so fast.
And a lot of people is finna start getting exposed.
More so than what they have been exposed.
You know, you seen what happened to Roland Martin. He's just the first on the chopping block.
I can't wait till Ellen DeGeneres gets exposed. Because you know she was probably fucking...
I mean, they already exposed, but I'm talking about it's some people that's out here, especially in the black community, and some people in the white community, too, that's do this today.
Well, Travis Smiley, didn't he
get
fucked over or something?
But yeah, that train's that engine in this train is getting warmer and warmer. We got that little underwear gnome in there, you know, just constantly tossing that fucking coal in that engine. Because we ain't got enough money to get one of those diesel engines. So we'll start off with the coal, no big deal. You know?
And this is what a horrible analogy.
But
you know, coal being pushed in someone's
engine.
You
got to get that engine going. You got to get it warmed up. You got to get it hot to get up that mountain. And right now we going up that mountain, but 2018 we're gonna be at the peak of that motherfucker. We're gonna be at the top of that motherfucker, and you know, I don't mind stumping on a few necks to get there.
Yeah, because once this train starts going downhill, you try to jump on. Man, this is gonna be a bloodbath, man.
Yep. And there's a lot of people out here that we're gonna start bringing the pain to.
And there's gonna be a lot of people out here that we're gonna start bringing the show. You know, as guests, you know, they're going to replace our mighty hammer. You know, it's going to be a human being right here. And we're going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer said questions appropriately and fast. It's going to be more of an interrogation, you know, quite frankly. It's not going to be some, here's your coffee, here's your donut.
We'll have some coffee and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Stuff that fucking donut down your throat.
Yeah. Tell us what you know.
You fucking know it, you know. So,
no, I just hope Guam don't get hit though. Seriously.
So, you know, I'm pretty much, man, it'd be nice to fucking just sit on the beach on Christmas Eve night, drink some beer.
I've done that before, and it is quite nice. You know, you sit there, you know, your friends come around. You know, I always hung out in California. You know, it's not unheard of to find people who actually indulge in reefer. And you know, I befriended a couple, and we were down there on the deal, and they were doing their thing, and I was just drinking.
Because I feel like I'm at that point now, you know, I want to fucking spend Christmas on the fucking beach. It's 80 fucking degrees.
Bikinis everywhere.
You know, fucking kids open presents in the fucking sand.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We're all fucking...
Throw the wrapping paper in the ocean and just let it go out there to the Pacific.
Nah, I won't even wrap there at that point, you know. At that point, you know, you'll have bullshit back at the house. We just gonna sit here and, you know, enjoy.
That's the life. Now that'd be the life.
That's where I'm trying to get.
And not no 2005 type shit where you're down there in the ocean chilling. What happened to the ocean?
You know, what's today? December 16th. I want to be able to pick that phone up and be like, hey, everything's all set. I'll see you down there.
Yeah.
On the 22nd. You know, we just chill out. You know, no worries.
No.
None of that bullshit.
But we have to worry now because unfortunately we are in trouble. As a people.
We're living through a mass extinction, and people better wake up.
Well, yeah. First, they take away your sense of identity, and then they take away your sense of being.
Check the sperm count.
That's that cell phone.
That'll tell you a lot you need to know. The sperm count. Check that. Because with no sperm, no eggs get fertilized.
Exactly.
No eggs get fertilized, there's no more of us.
You're sitting here eating this McDonald's, all right? You're sitting there chewing your tobacco or smoking your whatever. And then on top of that, you're sitting there fucking, you know, having your cell phone in your lap, you know, texting while you're driving. You know, your poor balls are just getting hammered, dude. And then you take that motherfucker. This is why Norway and a lot of these European nations are so hurt. Because this first world lifestyle, you know, for centuries, you know, because they had it so easy, you know, their dick size was mainly smaller and smaller. You know, now it's to such an extent to where, you know, they got these groups of cats that go out there like, okay, you know I can't satisfy you, whatever, so I'm gonna take you down there to the hood, and they offer their chick on the altar a cockle, and it's a whole lifestyle scene, and yeah, that's what you hear, you know, just leave the dog in there because that's the only dog she gets, and it's pretty sad, you know.
And that shit, I don't even get alcohol either.
No. What they get is
just a bag that say dog food.
You know, I've seen in my research days when I used to research this stuff. It's just stomachs turning some of the stuff I've seen. But yeah, you know whatever happened to normal stuff? You know, you take little Dolly out, and you pour a 6-pack down her throat. And you get in the back of the Chevy and you do your thing. You know, no, that's too passe. Now we gotta fucking hook the bitch up the chain.
I'm better than that. You ain't gonna lay me in the back seat of your car, in the bed of your truck. Come on, that's the good time.
Yeah,
man.
down there by the river, you hear the frogs and the crickets.
You watching the sun go down, you know, and you know she feeling you feeling her. You know, you done did your thing. Y'all on that level. Y'all right, you know, and it's like now you can't even get that shit, you know.
No, because they ain't. You know, you got to come up. Glitterbug have a whole dance routine.
People got all these high ass standards and shit
because of these damn TV shows. You know, on TV show, old boy would never do. Well, old boy has a fucking stage fucking carpenter. The motherfucker has a person teaching them how to dance, writers, scripts, all this shit.
You got women up in these fucking churches. Lord, send me a man, bitch. He already sent your ass a man if he was capable of, but you turned him down because you thought he was thirsty.
No, and if he is thirsty, that's a good thing because you don't want a non-thirsty man. Because if he ain't drinking from your pool, you ain't gonna get service. You know, I mean,
it's like, come on, people. You know,
jeez, you don't get one of these rings to be abstinent, man. You don't. You don't.
No.
You know, that's like having a Super Bowl ring. Something about, oh, yeah, I don't play football no more. What the fuck is that?
I had one of them big ass motherfuckers all down. I'm be that motherfucker glued to my finger. Be one of them motherfuckers everywhere.
You know? Fuck, if I need that motherfucker pawn, they gotta pawn me with.
Because when that motherfucker's 70 years old, he gonna feel every nook, cranny, or bruise he done ever had.
But the beautiful thing about that, because of the head trauma he received, he won't remember shit.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, did I just make a doo-doo? I don't know. And motherfucker flies and shit around this motherfucker.
Yep. And the bad thing about it is they got the technology to protect them guys' heads.
But why? If you're in this death cult and you're running things, you want people to suffer.
Yep.
You know, that's how you show your faith. That's how you show your love.
That's the only way they can keep motherfuckers playing that sport. Keep them impoverished. You know, they trying to find a way out this fucking situation.
Then the one or two that makes it are going to be immortalized. You know, oh, they made it from nothing. Whereas all of his buddies are rotting away and, you know, in gutters. You know,
nobody knows what Emmitt Smith thinks when he's all alone, or the pain he feels when he's sitting there all alone, just in thought. You know, because we all do this.
And I want to say something.
You know, psychologically, you know, you don't know what goes on in this man. You see him, all the NFL Russian leader, Super Bowl champion. You know, he's got these rings, these trophies, all these accomplishments. But when he's sitting there by himself and he's in his own thoughts,
what's he thinking?
What is he thinking about what the consequences that he's paying for now for what he did?
I think a lot of what he's thinking is,
you know, did he really get compensated for the pain and suffering he's going through now? Because I guarantee you he's got some mental issues.
Of course.
He's got some physical body issues that none of us would never experience because we didn't use our body as a human wrecking ball, because that's what he was. He was a human wrecking ball. Now, I'm not trying to take away anything this man accomplished, you know, because everybody can't go out there and play football.
Right.
You know, I love football, but I know there's no way I'm fucking around with them big-ass dudes.
Right.
You know, fuck that. So, I'm not trying to take away anything of that, but I know the man did not get fiscally compensated for the trauma he's going through right now.
Well, Muhammad Ali was a great example. You know, look how he was all shaking at the end. You know, and this is going to be the next scandal. Watch and heed my word. Now, we already hit the political sex fucks and the religious sex fucks. Now we're going to the athletics. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't realize.
Carolina Panthers owner.
Yeah. You know, they're getting fucking booty raped, dude. And when he's talking about physically ravaged, you know, their guts are getting scrimmaged on, man. And, you know, we gotta take the bull by the horn, as they say, and expose this to people so we can be like, you know what? Athleticism is great. But this sports thing, it's just like spirituality and religious thing. There's something wrong.
And I like sports. Don't get me wrong. And I think it's cool if that's what you want to do. But you know, what I'm saying is these athletes. You know, a lot of people. You know, they only see what you do on the field or whatever. You know, they don't see the behind the scenes.
They're just like actors and singers.
You know, the mental anguish that these players go through, and some of these players go through this stuff, and they wasn't, you know, as accomplished as Emmitt Smith or something like that. You know, they probably played in the league probably 4 years, you know, but his head hurts all the goddamn time. You know, he wakes up in the middle of the night with fucking migraines. You know, and these owners made billions of dollars off of this shit, and they got technology to get them better.
But all that billions of dollars is going back to the doctors and his health treatment.
Probably not even that.
It's sad, man. And then they buy all this property that they're paying taxes on, and that fucks them up.
Until they want to get a stadium built, then they just go to the peasants and take money for them and build them one of these fucking Roman Coliseums.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
We'll put a roof on the Roman. They got roofs on the Roman Coliseum. Motherfucker, open up.
And then when you want to get a bite or eat up in this motherfucker, the peasants better put their little nickels together.
Right, charging you $20 for a burger you can go get for $2 at the fucking gas station.
But you don't get it with the beer here. I used to think that was so.
They wonder why motherfuckers be getting trashed before they go in the fucking stadium.
You barely can stand in this one. Here's right there.
Tell me if I want to drink 4 beers while I watch the football game, I gotta give you $100.
It's gonna be a minute. And a lot of those hot dogs, and this is from people I see, because I have a chance to deal with the so-called lower class or working class people. I know people in the food preparation system up there at the stadium, and I'm telling you straight up, and this is from their mouth. Those hot dogs are old. And we didn't sell them last game. We put them fucking in this thing, this little juice. They pull it out, put it back on the grill. And these motherfuckers are buying them $10 a pop. No hot dog goes unfucking used. You know, so you just think about that.
It costs them 2 cents probably to make the goddamn hot dog.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on that nacho sauce. You know, at the end of that game, you better not even open up that new bag. We out of nachos. And that nacho sauce will be chilling. Hold on, just pull that cork, that old dried up.
Put some water in that shit, a little milk, and stir that motherfucker, warm it up. There you go, cheese sauce for them.
And some of these foreigners are so trifling. When I used to deliver up there in their stores, I'm like, Jesus. You know, you go back there when you can't see and how they be cooking, you'll see fucking batter with big old bowls where they have batter and a crust of old batter dried up on that motherfucker.
Just take that spoon and mix it up.
You know, that you eat that piece of chicken and that little morsel that breaks your damn teeth. That's that old batter that was up there on that bowl. You know, come on, man. We got to do better. You know what I'm saying?
We can do better. That's the problem. I know we can do better, but you know, you got.
But there's more profit in us doing worse. I get it. You know, profit ain't in people doing better. The profit's in people just doing.
Yeah. So put that Christmas tree up and stock those stuffings.
I want to take this time to thank the corporations who made Christmas possible. From Walmart to Amazon to, you know, the most righteous Google that made this all possible this year. You know, if you can open up your hearts to give to the corporations that's given so much
back to the people.
And don't forget, as we all know, for it's said in the holy tax codes, corporations are humans too.
That's what Mitt Romney said. That's what Mitt Romney said. Corporations are people, my friend.
And we all know Mitt Romney to be the prophet of economics, you know, so.
If you out there, if anybody out there listening, know Mitt Romney that's listening to something, I've been asking people, send some information how to get a pair of those magic underwear.
Oh, everyone needs a pair.
You know, I want a fucking pair. Why the Mormons always get the fucking cool shit?
Yeah, they get,
you know, multiple wives, you know, bulletproof underwear and shit.
A ticket to their own planet.
Right.
You know.
Gold tablets and shit.
Come on. Golden angels on every little building.
That's fucked up, Mitt Romney. See, that's why people like Mitt Romney shouldn't be allowed to do this stuff, because they stingy.
Yeah. He has all this power, and he still needs more. You know?
You know, you get to debate Obama up there with his magic underwear on. I want to debate Obama with some magic underwear on, too.
He's bulletproof.
You know?
Well,
I don't really have much more to say.
I'm pretty much cool, man.
I'm starting to get upset about the magic underwear.
I'm starting to get upset about the stupidity of society, man. You know, I just said.
Do you know what I can do with those magic underwear?
Oh man, you can do so much. You could be the Lord of the thing. I think that people, you know, like Warzone, can utilize them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know.
He's unstoppable, sir. He has magic underwear.
Oh shit! Put the guns away. The 50 cal has no effect.
Nope.
You know, I would love to see that in action. You know, a motherfucker with a 30 fucking millimeter fucking Gatling gun just pointed at him.
And the guy come out of there with the bear in his hand and just his BVDs.
Yeah.
You know,
and
just
like, takes him.
He did that Neo. You know, and he keeps on going. Keeps on moving. God, that'd be fucking badass. See, that's why Mitt Romney is bad for business, because he doesn't share shit like that. I don't want to wear his magic underwear, but I should be able to get me a pair myself.
You know, I want to say something, and this is pertaining to St. Louis. It just popped in my brain here. Who is the president of the NAACP in St. Louis?
Some corporate whore. He probably ain't working in the best interest.
Or it could be a she, too.
Well, either way it go, whoever it is, he ain't working in the best interest of descendant of slaves anyway. So what does it really even matter?
Well, it's nice when someone gets popped and we can drag him out, you know, dust him off. Here you go, dude.
You know, we gonna give the St. Louis police officers a raise for shooting you in the face.
Well, they did acquit the one. You know. So I mean, the deal here is, kids, don't run away from the law. You know, don't move. They pull you over. Just sit there and just act like a mannequin.
It ain't nothing you can do. You can even act like that mannequin. That motherfucking cop gonna pop your ass if he's ready for his buck.
Yeah. You know, I need my buck too.
We've seen this numerous of times. It's nothing. If they feel like if they ready for their trophy, they popping your ass.
And you're this guy, dude.
And they're gonna get their GoFundMe. You know, they're gonna have those fucking T-shirts out there. People gonna be selling them T-shirts and all this motherfucking bullshit.
And that's so sad that we have to monetize another human being's death like that. You know, I mean, the cop does get 3 days administrative pay, so why would he need a GoFundMe?
And depending on how hard the people protest, he might get even longer vacation. You know.
Now I did hear about Mark Wilson or Darrell Wilson supposed to be broke now or some shit, but I'm not buying that. You know, he got like $200,000.
Darrell Wilson ain't got to pay for a meal. You know where he goes.
Oh, you know it. Oh, it's on the house, buddy. Can you just tell us her story? Well, I'll come down that street.
Mike Brown was a savage beast.
Yeah.
You know, he's 6'2", 6'3", 450 pounds. You know, he stole those blunts.
Yeah.
But in reality, those were his blunts. We seen the video.
But that's neither here
They
nor
should
there.
have just, you know, the old guy that got pushed out of the way, his grandsons is responsible for that happening, because they should have told their grandpa that, hey, that's Mike Brown's blunts under there, grandpa, so when he comes in here, give them to him.
Yeah.
You know, if they were some responsible adults, they would have told grandpa.
And let's not get this shit twisted.
And grandpa would have never thought he was trying to take his stuff.
These Asian people get off on putting their hands on black people. They do. You better do some research on them. They love putting their hands. Oh, you stealing? And they try to put you on some Jackie Chan shit,
I tell you this right now. You put your hands on me, you gonna be in for a fight you ain't looking for.
I didn't talk gun food, not too far. You know, they pull a fucking nunchucks out their butthole.
This fucking, there's the hammer.
Oh shit,
you know,
the hammer had fallen.
This fucking Missouri shit. We don't need no motherfucking conceal and carry permit shit. Get your motherfucking ass wet up.
You know, be wearing a wet t-shirt in the middle of fucking winter.
Damn right.
Shit.
Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself.
I mean, a lot of these guys, especially, see, I've seen
and
them.
the Asian women be thinking it's cool too.
Yeah.
They jump on in that
well,
shit
no,
too.
because a lot of these motherfuckers, man, they be talking when they think people ain't around, and they have such a lust for the black female that they want to touch her, they want to molest her, and they want to grab her and treat her any old kind of way, and they think because America has this tradition of being able to do this to brown people.
Right.
That they entitled. Well, I hate to tell you, in America also has a tradition of putting motherfuckers a Negro wake-up call. Right. And you're going to get yours, you know, just like the next guy's going to get his, and the next motherfucker can get his.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm telling you, man, this thing's about ready to pop. You know, the skillet's hot, and the egg just needs to drop. That's it. And it's already cracked. Humpty Dumpty's cracked, and the ooze and the goo is about ready to hit.
He'd have been drop kicked off that fucking
wall.
wall.
You know it. You know it.
Drop kicked.
And the King's Men, they I got some ham, I got some cheese, I got some money. We gotta make an omelet up in this motherfucker.
Because there were no plans to put him back together again.
None. You know, just that propaganda, and they tried. Man,
Yeah.
you can try my ass.
I'm gonna quit rambling.
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good. This is
Down
the
back
Ellen
going.
Money Show. Oh, I'm True Potter's Mind.
Yeah.
And
It's Christmas time, bitches.
yes. Merry Christmas, and to all a good beer.